Should a Christian celebrate Valentine? That's a serious question because we already have a lot of compromise those days. The celebration that they attribute or dedicate, people gather, they slaughter goats, slaughter dogs, and spray the bloods on ladies who are actually trusting for a fruit of the womb and all the rest. And then the animals are skinned, sorry. And then these ladies carry the skin, run around the street, and all manner of things. They dedicate that celebration to a god, not the God of heaven, but the God of fertility. Then that date and within that period, even though a time came when a man called Valentine, Reverend Father, according to the story, there are several stories around it. Say he was a reverend and a Catholic priest who, even though the Pope banned soldiers from having wedding or marrying that time, but this man was actually wedding and conducting solemnization ceremonies for soldiers who defy the guidance or the instructions from the Pope. So because of that, they feel that the guy or the reverend is a man of love, and that's another story. And then there's also another story that Valentine is the story of people who die for love. They died for love. A man who had been helping, is a man of charity who has been helping people, helping the poor, helping the needy. There are many stories behind it. But then should a Christian celebrate it? It depends on your own perspective. From my own perspective, I'm trying to say I am the one talking. I have gone to preach in different churches on Valentine's Day, but then I'm no more going. It is not a Christian celebration. Number one is that the Christian celebrations, there is no theological backup. There's no theological reason why Valentine should be celebrated. When we celebrate Easter, we have that the Bible spoke about the death of Christ. We celebrate Christmas because the Bible also recorded the death of Christ. Did the Bible record of a man called Valentine? And the Bible say we should celebrate love on a certain day? The man who died for love and was recognized by heaven and earth was Jesus Christ. And then that man is the reason why we are Christians. And he has given us the perfect example of love. Love is not something that should be celebrated on a certain day by believers. Love is something that should be celebrated daily because the foundation of our Christian life, the foundation of our faith is love. Considering all the stories and all the strange things that people say about Valentine or that happens on Valentine's Day, you discover too that Valentine is a period where people also sacrifice many strange things to the God of the air. You see that people lose their virginity much on Valentine's Day. You see people, they give irrelevant gifts that are not scriptural. If you check the spiritual atmosphere of the Valentine's Day, so to say, you will discover that people, there is always blood everywhere. A man comes to tell you, what gift are you going to give me? Can you give me your virginity? So something you have kept for a very long time, you decide to hand it over to a man on a Valentine's Day as a special gift. And all those kind of things, the kind of immorality that goes on Valentine's Day is something we cannot be talking about now. So, but that is not my reason why I say that people should not celebrate Valentine. I am saying that believers, real Christians, should not be wearing red and blue and red and white every 14th February because they want to celebrate a man or they want to celebrate something that they call love, which is actually many times it doesn't mean that they are actually celebrating the love of the Bible. Number two is we really don't need all these celebrations to please God. What we need is to be very sure that we are born again. If you are born again, love becomes a daily celebration. The Bible says, greater love has no man than this, that a man should lay down his life for his friend. And he was talking about Jesus, not a man. I know the church wants to belong, and that is why we use this opportunity to reach out to young people, which is not bad. But then, when are we going to stop Christianity that has to do with maintenance? When are we going to stop maintenance Christianity? Can we be real with our young people and tell them the things that should be and the things that should not be? If you are born again, you don't need any other thing to celebrate. You don't need any other reason to celebrate love. You can send out cards to anybody on any day. If your celebration is tied to 14th February, it means that something is wrong somewhere. Go and check the origin. Go and check how it started. And then find out the reason why you too should not be involved in all this. If there is any opportunity for you to receive gifts, to give gifts, that's not what I'm condemning. Giving gifts is okay. But then I want to ask you, on that day, after celebrating Valentine or celebrating your love that day, what do you do the next day? As a Christian, God wants you to celebrate love every day. Love is a daily affair. For God so loved the world. The first person that showed us love was God. And because it is God that showed love, then it means that it is God. In fact, the Bible says that God is love. God is love. So a man that is in God must love. And it is not because of a man called Valentine. And I want to also say that Valentine's Day is not for, celebration of love is not really for people that are living in iniquity. You see, boys and girls who are not married celebrating their so-called love. What are you celebrating? You celebrate sex. You sleep with someone that you are not married to. You sleep with someone that has not paid your bride price. And you say you are celebrating love. You sew the same uniform with a guy who has not even shown any interest in your own family. Or you go to somebody's house, or you carry a girl your parents are not aware of, your pastors are not aware of. You lodge her somewhere, you buy her precious things, and nobody is aware of what is going on between you. And both of you will end up on the bed of immorality, and then you call it celebration of love. The best love a man can celebrate is the love that makes you to hate iniquity. You cannot love God and love sin. If you love God, one of the ways to show that you love God is to hate sin. God bless you.